This video was sponsored by Card Kingdom. You can visit their store by using my referral link in the description below. Alright, before we do another flashback Dominaria draft, I want to remind everyone that Card Kingdom sponsors my streams and my videos. If you're watching on Twitch, you can click on their logo below to visit their website using my referral link, their store. You can do the same thing on YouTube by clicking on the logo below. You can get Dominaria singles, but you can also get, everything else magic-wise that you want. So, alright, so we did 3 Dominaria drafts today, which has been fun. We haven't done amazing, 4-3 and 3-3. Maybe we'll do a little better here. I think both our decks are pretty good. But yeah, not amazing. Well, Lich's Mastery is not really the rare you want to see. It's pretty impossible to effectively use. So, Goblin Barrage is not premium removal, so it's not great, but it is removal. I think we're mostly looking at Danitha Capuchin and Pegasus Courser. These two are both very good white creatures, to have around. I'm not sure whether I think the Courser is better or not. It's close, though. I think Danitha's probably a little better, especially because legendary synergies, but the ability to give other attacking creatures flying is great. Yeah, we'll take Danitha here over Goblin Barrage and Pegasus Courser. Ooh, okay. So, this is an interesting pick. We've got Adeliz, who, if you can build a good wizard deck, is pretty insane. She is fairly fragile, though, so worth keeping that in mind. But we also have another Pegasus Courser. Sprout Swarm also kind of in the conversation. I'm kind of leaning towards the Courser and trying to go aggro here. Like, you need these flyers and stuff to go aggro. I mean, Adeliz, again, like if we'd had Adeliz in our first deck of the day or Blue-Red Wizards deck, it would have been insane. But it is very build-aroundy in a way that Pegasus Courser just isn't. So I think we're going to go with the Courser. Okay, so probably grab Skittering Surveyor here. It's great at fixing. It's also an artifact that matters in this set. Yavimaya Sapherd's cool. Whisper can be good in some decks, but Surveyor's great. Setting up a splash is really good. So, Triumph of Gerard's not like amazing. It's just not always easy to make it do what you're hoping it'll do. We do already have some reason to want to play Auras and Equipments in Danitha. So I think I may just take Valduk here and see if we go red-white. The Disciple's okay, but not great. And in general, this pack's really not that good for anybody. I guess Fiery Intervention's okay. I'd rather have that than Valduk. I don't think so. Oh God. Well, now we're really feeling the pain of not taking that first Adeliz, aren't we? Yeah, if we had 2 of those, that would have been sweet. Is there a chance the other one wheels? So what I'm giving up if I do take a flyer on Adeliz here and see if that ends up wheeling is mostly Grow from the Ashes, which is really good fixing. Like, it helps set up, a more slow, grindy deck that needs a bunch of fixing. I think I'm going to take Adeliz and see what happens, though. I really wish I'd taken that first one now, though. I can tell you that much. Okay, so Sergeant at Arms isn't bad. Pretty good at going wide when you kick it. Baloth Gorger is probably better, though. Memorial to Glory is also pretty good, but I think I'll take the Gorger here. See where we end up. So blue does look very open. I think I'm going to grab the Trickster here. It's a nice little card. It's Enter the Battlefield ability actually does a thing sometimes. So, all right. So here, excuse me, we're looking at Memorial to Glory versus Baloth Gorger, basically. I'm not convinced like what colors we're playing real clearly at this point. But I think Gorger makes it into more decks than it doesn't. Yeah. So So we were kind of hoping that maybe there was an outside chance that Adeliz would wheel, but obviously it didn't happen, which I didn't think was super likely. So we could take Academy Drake or Crozen Druid here. I do like the Drake more. I think it's a better card overall. And I think it is what I'm going to take here. Okay, so it does feel like we're heading into more of an aggro environment. Like Knight of New Benalia is pretty good. It's horrible against Saprolinks, but if you have enough Pegasus Coursers, it can do a thing. Take a Trick here over the Candle, probably. So Charge, if we can go wide enough, is passable. Although we could also go the Frenzied Rage route, which is a little crazy. But maybe we'll do it. Yeah, so we're not playing Adeliz. I'm not sure if we're red, white, or green, white, basically. Kind of doubt we're playing blue now at all. We'll see where the packs take us. If we somehow end up with 1,000,000 wizards, we could splash Adeliz, I guess, but yeah. Kind of funny how mediocre this card is. Like, this is a slow format, so you'd think it would work, but it's just really mostly not worth it. I mean, playing one copy isn't a disaster, but it being that late in the pack is a common occurrence, and I think it probably should be. Maybe it's a little underrated, but not by much. Right now, it kind of feels like white-green is the better. Well, then we get this pack, which has In Bolas's Clutches, an incredibly powerful blue card, Mind Control. It's also got Two-Headed Giant and Shivan Fire, all of which are good. So we actually have good blue cards. So taking In Bolas's Clutches isn't the craziest thing in the world. Like, I would at least play these three most likely. And In Bolas's Clutches is strong enough that I think that's where we go. As nice as the Giant is, I think In Bolas's Clutches is enough better that we take it and see if blue is open enough. And maybe we pick up a way to splash it, like the green kicker fixing spell. If you kick it, gets you 2 basics from your deck. So, yeah. And Shivan Fire is good too, but this is really strong. So, I think that's where we're headed. Okay, so we've got another Pegasus Courser here. We've also got a Knight of Grace. I think those are really what we're looking at here. Blink of an Eye is pretty good. But I do think that maybe we're a little more interested in these guys. And I think the Knight is probably a little better than a second Courser. I do like the Courser, but I like these Knights a fair bit. Chainer's Torment isn't the best saga, but it's not terrible. We don't have a ton of removal right now. So Blessed Light wouldn't be a bad pick. It also deals with enchantments, which matters sometimes. There's also yet another Baloth Gorger. But yeah, I think we'll take the removal here. Verdant Force is a sweet thing to ramp into. Yeah, I mean, we're seeing good blue cards in this pack. So I'm feeling more and more, well, I guess I should say good blue card in Academy Drake, but I think it's what we want to take here. So here's a good reason to be ramping, but, So here we'll take Cloud Reader Sphinx. It's a great common. Nice body, scries. So does it feel like we're blue-white? That's kind of what it feels like to me. Then there's this pack, though, which doesn't have very much that's good for blue-white. Neither of these are really what we're after, I don't think. Sapherd's probably the best card in this pack. I could take a red card because we do have these two, but yeah, I think I'll take the Sapherd. Okay, so here's the red-white Signpost, which does make Auras and Equipment interesting, but I kind of feel like we've gotten late enough in this draft that it's kind of a liability. Like, we won't be able to make that good of use of it, so I think I just take another Blessed Light. Yeah, so I think we're blue-white. I think that's our base. We can splash something because of Skittering Surveyor if we want to, but another Academy Drake here just pushes me further in that direction. Okay, well, I don't really want to take Blessed Light, number 3. It is a little too clunky to want 3 of, I think. Right now we have, what? 3 cards that trigger the Disciple. That's not terrible. Basically a Blue-White Skies deck at this point. I'll take Vicious Offering. We might splash it if we want removal. It's not bad. It's not bad. Yeah, this looks okay. I do think right now it feels like our worst deck of the day, so we'll see if we can overcome that. We'll take Mesa Unicorn. We're basically a blue-white aggro deck with, like, you know, lots of flyers. Which is not a bad place to be, necessarily, but it's not the sweetest place to be for Dominaria. But I think our first 2 decks of the day were more typical of Dominaria, so I can live with it. Yeah, I guess I'll take another Knight of New Benalia. I kind of doubt I want to play 2 unless I either get... Well, take an Arcane Flight. Unless I get some Knight payoffs or something like that. Okay, well, then there's this. So I think we probably take Zahid. Right now we only have 1 artifact, but even so, he's a pretty good card, even if you have to hardcast him, and we're going to value artifacts a little bit more in the future. Our first 2 decks were... The first one was a blue-red spells deck that actually had 2 Zahids, which was cool. And our second one was a black-green Sapperling deck. So, yeah. So we take Zahid here and keep an eye out for playable artifacts. What? Are we going to get 2 Zahids twice today? I think we are. And that definitely means we value artifacts. That's so weird. But yeah, now we really, like, any artifact gets, like, a huge boost in our deck now. Any artifact at all. You know, like this Juggernaut, for example. You know, because it's not 4 or less, it's not going to be as awesome, and it's going to be tapped a lot. But I think we probably still take it. Deep Freeze is nice, but yeah, I think we take the Juggernaut, given what we've got going on now. You know, there are good white cards in this pack. Like, you know, I wouldn't mind Call the Cavalry Sergeant at Arms or Aven Sentry, but given the 2 Zahids, we suddenly want all the artifacts, which includes this, which is a really good one to get. Now we can really splash. Not that we have anything to splash, really, but they're good. They're good at making you hit your land drops, if nothing else. So we're up to 3 artifacts, which is a good place to be, I think. More would be nice, of course, but 3's good. So I like the Journey Mage. How many wizards do we have? 1. So it's usually going to be a 5-mana 3/2 bounce spell, which isn't bad, but it's not as good. I still think we take it over Blessed Light and another Trickster, but... So yeah, more artifacts would, of course, be good, but 3 is a reasonable place to be for Zahid, I think. So we'll take Blink here. Yeah. So I don't think I'm so desperate for artifacts that I take either of these. They're both pretty big duds. I'd rather have a Relic Runner, which I don't know that I'm going to play 2 of either, but, you know. Okay, so here I think we take an Honor Guard. Man, we could have used that in our last deck, huh? Take an Assistant. Take an Opt. Actually, I think I want Dub. It's not as good in this format as like Core 2015 or whatever, where it was really good, but it's pretty good. I'll take Invoke here, probably over the Sentry. Yeah, there's enough targets that it ends up being pretty good. All right, this deck looks solid. Having 2 Zahids twice in one day is really weird, but I'll take it. So we're not going to be playing Arcane Flight. Dub is a little extra good because of Danitha. I think maybe we have something else that it gets better with too. Maybe not though. But I think it's probably worth it. Probably don't run 2 Relic Runners. Okay. So we could splash something, but we never really got anything that's worth it. I mean, Vicious Offering is the closest. If I had more equipment, I might consider Valduck. We don't have enough wizards for Adelies. Or spells, probably. Yeah, no. So, nope. Nope, nope, nope. We are going to still keep the Surveyors, of course, but they're not going to be as good as they could have been. Okay. Well, we've got some choices to cut here. Kind of don't think we have enough for Sarah Disciple to be worth it. No, we don't. Do we need Invoke the Divine as badly when we have 2 Blessed Lights? It can't hit artifacts, but that's not as important when we have a more flexible card. I probably do end up cutting it. Trickster seems okay. It is going to be hard to play. The Knight can be pretty bad in this format because of Sapperlings. So maybe I go down to 1. It is good with like Pegasus Courser or Dub. Like turn 2 Knight, turn 3 Dub can just sometimes get you there. Yeah, I'd probably cut a Knight though. I mean, I have plenty of other 2-drops, honestly, that are probably just going to be better overall for this deck, but... So the question... Yeah, plenty's an exaggeration. It's like Relic Runner versus Knight of New Benalia, and I think the Knight's going to be a little better. Yeah. This looks fine. 2 Zaheeds is cool. You know, maybe we'll steal some games with turn 4 Zaheeds again. I'd be down. I'd be down for that. Well, look at that hand. That's a mulligan. I actually haven't mulliganed much today. Okay, well, this is much better. I think I probably put 1 Drake back. Yeah. Yeah, I think we do. Yeah, for all, you know, we haven't had the most amazing records so far, and we definitely had some bad luck. We've also had some good luck, and part of that is that I don't know if we've mulliganed at all today. Which is kind of crazy. So yeah, I think we put a Drake back, especially because this will be a 3/2 on turn 3 if we have mana for Danitha. Maybe our opponent didn't show up, I don't know. Okay, so we keep 6, throw back an Academy Drake. Good. So, yeah, I think we lead with Honor Guard here. And play Danitha this next turn. Yeah, equipment would have been nice. Even just like Short Sword for Danitha would have been nice. But yeah, I think we play Danitha. Good chance they just trade with our Honor Guard here. I mean, usually if your deck running Cabal Evangel, Evangelization, Evangelical, I don't know. I don't know the noun, the person noun form, but okay. Well, Danitha gets to rumble here. But usually if you're running that, it's because you needed a 2-drop and you're pretty happy to trade it. But yeah, more equipment would have been great for her and our Zahids, but what are you going to do? Play a Drake. So they're a Sapperling deck, obviously enough. Yeah. Dude just got eviscerated, that's for sure. Or lady, actually. So I think we just play the other Drake here after attacking with the first one. We're not super far away from being able to kick them, but we're far enough away that I think we probably still just play it, yeah. They're on a 4-turn clock if they can't interact at all, which seems kind of unlikely. Okay, so we can double spell here, which is going to feel alright, especially as we continue to go after them in the sky. One downside about the black-green deck is you have, like, no flyers, so if you don't have a Mammoth Spider, you might be in for some trouble. So, I mean, he can be a problem, but I think we have enough blockers and stuff around that I'm not that worried about it. Yeah. So I think we just take 5 here. Although if we keep not drawing more creatures, we're gonna be in some trouble. That's for sure. He has to attack alone to get massive, it's worth noting. So they can, given the board state, they can... Oh, man. We've seen so many bombs today. It has hurt my soul. So the good news is this one takes some time to get them there. So that's good. Ooh, that's really not what I want them to have. Because they can gain life off of it. So we'll give them the elf. So... He's not the kind of planeswalker that wins them the game in like 1 or 2 turns. So hopefully we can get this done. Yeah, so we're gonna block there and take 5. Another Surveyor, huh? That is another creature, so I don't hate that. Attack in the air here. Both gonna attack them. Yeah. So they can make a creature token, but it's not that big of a problem for us. So let's grab another island, I guess. So they're potentially dead in the air this turn. They can get back fungal plots, but it probably is better for them to +1. Yeah, and they're going to try to hit something else. So we'll give them the Woodland Cemetery, obviously. Yeah. I think our Drakes are going to get us there. Whew. I'm glad that Karn, you know, he's like a value Karn that will win you the game. Like, you know, if you play him on turn 4, you win. But if you play him when you're behind, which they're not exactly, but they're behind on life, you know. So that's what matters. Good job, Academy Drakes. You got it done. Flyers. Yeah, you kind of have to have a Mammoth Spider. And they may have had one and not drawn it, but, you know, like our earlier Sapperling deck, we had one. And it still didn't really feel like enough to stem the tide of all the flyers that killed us. Probably needed more than one. All right, I do think we can keep this. We need to hit some land drops. You know, having 2 Blessed Lights in your opening hand when you have 2 lands in it is a little rough, but, you know, it's not the end of the world. Okay, so... yeah, we'll play the Honor Guard. I wonder whether I want to just go dub on Honor Guard and hope they can't do anything about it. Like, it's not the worst plan ever. I probably don't do that, though. For now, I think I probably just attack with the Honor Guard and then play our Drake. So, the scary thing that can happen here, and probably will happen, is they play a Historic spell and tap both our creatures and attack us for 5. So, like that. Yeah, that's not good. So they attack us for 5 here. Ooh, that Merfolk Trickster gonna come in pretty handy here, I think. So we play... yeah, we'll attack with our Drake. Play Relic Runner and leave up our Trickster. So this taps something and makes it lose all abilities, so Danitha would become a 2/2. And we could just trade with her with probably, I guess, our Relic Runner. I mean, I think a 2/2 is going to be a little better. Yeah, okay. So let's play our Trickster. Make her lose all abilities. I guess this might have been better, huh? But... I think I'm down. Okay, well, they'll save her, which is fine, but... yeah, they do save her. Okay. Well, do I want to try to race them here like a crazy? Probably not a great plan. Yeah, this is going to be tough. Unless I draw a 5th land. Just going to attack with my Flyer and play Juggernaut here. Alright, so there's a pretty good chance they have another... Arbor Armament or something, but I guess if I double block, I can play around it. Alright, we're actually in okay shape if we draw a land soon, and we do, thank God. Yeah, I think maybe we stop attacking. Although, we could also just Blessed Light here. Yeah, let's just Blessed Light Danitha now. And I'm going to attack with our Trickster. Thank God I have another Blessed Light, huh? The heat will be nice eventually, but not yet. Well, it's probably dub time, I guess. Let's play our Knight of Grace. Put dub on the Trickster. And attack with it. So we need one more land or an artifact, I guess. It's not the best of news. Okay. Get in there, Trickster. That's rough. play our own Courser, which keeps things from getting too terrible for us after that Adamant Will. Our opponent is all in on those tricks, but which I think against a lot of decks isn't a great strategy, but our deck is slow enough that it's kind of okay for them. Yeah. I guess I just play my Zahid here. Pretty effective kicker right there. We're one shy of being able to kick that. Could just be worth holding on to. Probably not, though, against the flood of flyers that might be coming our way. So I think we just play another Drake as a 2/2. Ooh, we're at 8, so... so Thorn Elemental is a problem. Especially because they can give it flying. Oh, Thorn Elemental. There really aren't that many cards that would have been like the end of us here, but I think that might be it. Yeah, I mean, even if I leave everything back here, they attack with... yeah, this will get in for 7 no matter what we do, and they'll get in for 1 more. So the only way I have a hope here is if they, like, block or something when they don't need to. But I don't think they will, yeah. So, I think they got us with the Thorn Elemental. Yep. Yeah. We'll block, you know, why not? But we did. I guess maybe they could misclick, huh? Maybe that's worth it. A misclick on the Thorn Elemental ability gets us there. Yeah, no. Yeah. We were in such good shape. Thorn Elemental and its unstoppable damage. Not something that's easy to beat when you're at 8. It's really not that hard to like beat a Thorn Elemental in a world where you're at like 20 because you can kill it like with blocks and stuff. But yeah. Okay, so if we can get a 3rd land, this hand's great. Let's hope we can. Let's hope we can do it. Because if we get a 3rd land, that means we play Zahid on turn 4. Okay, we're going to do it. We're going to do turn 4 Zahid, which will feel good. If the opponent can't deal with that, obviously it's pretty devastating for them. Grab an island. Not a card I recommend playing. It does make their creature unblockable here and all that, but it's basically a really bad filter mana rock type thing, and that's not really worth it. So, there's some chance they have counter magic here. And that is something to keep in mind, I think. But I think we just go for it. Oh, crap. I think they have counter magic. Syncopate? Nope. Okay, good. That's good. That's good news. They had something they could play in response, but it must be like Wizard's Lightning. No, they didn't have the mana for that. I don't know what it is. Also not a card I super recommend playing because Mill's mostly not a thing in this format. Okay, so we're at 4 mana. We'll attack with Zahid in the air here. And I guess we play Danitha. She'll be a good place to put Dub, obviously. Yeah. Play her. She does die to the things. That's for sure. Alright, well, I'm going to block that. See if they have a trick. Nope, that's a good trade for us, I think. I think maybe they thought it was unblockable. Probably not worth dubbing anymore. We're going to attack. Okay. And I think we play Knight of New Benalia. And our Academy Drake. One mana away from clutches, and we can kill most scary things they might play with Blessed Light. Alright, so we're going to go for the trade here. Yeah, that does get us there. Run amok. It's like you're playing Kaldheim, you know? Okay, so things are getting a little sketchy. Even now that we have Bolus's clutches mana to some extent. I think I'm going to use clutches here to steal that Journey Mage and then attack with both my creatures and then hopefully use their Journey Mage to trade with the Explorer. Yeah. I'd take the Explorer, but it wouldn't let me block right away, so I'm not interested, I don't think. Obviously, we'd like to use this on something better, but I think this sets us up pretty well, even though it's not as exciting as it could have been, you know? They can crack their Memorial, but they're actually dead now. I Blessed Light the Explorer and attack for lethal, so that worked out. Actually, yeah. I was actually going to play my Journey Mage because, yeah, wouldn't have, I mean, they were dead no matter which thing we did, though. But our Journey Mage actually cost one less for once because we stole their wizard. That would be cool if they added all the basic land arts to Arena. They do have a lot of them, to their credit, but yeah, they don't have them all. Ooh. Not a great hand. I mean, it's not a complete disaster either. This can kind of get us back ahead from behind. But the fact that our other card is Dub, which is completely useless unless we get some creatures, earlier creatures. Yeah, I think we have to mulligan. Yeah, this is much better. So, I think we probably put back Relic Runner because of Zahid. Zahid Juggernaut, I think, is good enough that we'd like to take advantage of it. And now we're going to really do it because we're going to play the Surveyor on turn 3 and then Zahid again on turn 4. If we keep doing that, things are going to go pretty well for us. I probably flash in the Trickster here, like, no matter what. Yeah, I think we do. So, flash it in. Tap down the Knight. Attack for 2. Play Surveyor. Grab a Plains. Maybe. There we go. Man, we've seen a lot of Danitha Capuchin today, haven't we? Okay. So, yeah, it's Zahid time. Seen a lot of Zahid today, too. That is a fairly large flyer, but I think I'm still willing to attack into it here. And do I want to play Juggernaut here or Knight of Grace Academy Drake? I think Drake Knight of Grace is better. Alright, so we got first strike on Knight of Grace, so we can definitely go for a block there. There's a chance they have charge here, or something like that, in which case it's definitely not worth blocking. I think maybe I just go to 15 and race them. Yeah, let's go to 15. They also go to 15, unfortunately, but... What's with all the lifelink? Oh boy. So it's kind of cool to have our second Zahid, but the problem is we can't play the second Zahid. I mean, we could. Like, if we wanted to give him pseudo-vigilance and use up a card to give it to him, we could. But, yeah. So, I'm still pretty worried about charge, which is going to really wreck us. Zahid is definitely going to attack. I mean, I guess I could actually go for a more conservative attack, and Zahid wouldn't care if they have charge, because he's so big. Yeah, that's an idea. Let's just attack with our Drake. Trade Drakes. Play Juggernaut. Yeah, we could have used the Divination, probably. So Juggernaut has to attack here. Yeah. Do I want to attack with Zahid 2 now? I think maybe I do. I mean, it's 8 damage. I mean, they're going to block the Juggernaut, but I still think it's worth attacking here. I'm kind of glad they're letting us take down 2 things. I thought they would just block with the Knight of New Benalia, but I'm very happy they did that. So we could hard cast a Zahid here, or just pay 4 for it, whichever. But then have it untapped. But I don't think it's worth it. If they kill our Zahid, we're going to be really happy we have another one. All right, so charge is a real possibility, but I think it's time for us to live with that. Wow. So I don't think it ever was a possibility. I was pretty convinced they had it, but I psyched myself out, I think. Interesting. Ooh, that's nice. Okay. Zahid's gonna attack. We're gonna end our turn. Do I use up Blessed Light on their flyer here? I think I do. Okay, that's a problem. Let's have our Surveyor block this, because I don't want to be in a turn 2 clock either. 2 turn clock. And they also have Memorial, which is a problem. Alright, double Zahid. This might actually be the time to do the double Zahid. Because they've got lethal. This is gonna be wacky. I'm gonna do it. If they have removal, they could kill us here. If we don't play the second Zahid. Okay. Alright, well the double Zahid save us. I mean, he kills them in the air next turn, potentially. So, so if I attack here, they block and they swing back, and okay. So, I do think we still do it. We should be okay on the backswing here. We block the 4 and take 3, 4, 5, 8. Yeah. Yeah, and they have to block Zahid, so yeah. Please don't have removal. Okay, so we block the snapper. Are we gonna get there? Oh yeah. Double Zahid, and I played it like the worst possible way, but I kind of had to not die, or drastically decrease our chances of dying. Ooh, good hand, good hand. Turn 2, Knight of Grace, turn 3, Courser, then the Academy Drake gets involved, and the clutches maybe will get us there. That's sad. So, given that they did that, I think I probably play the Drake now instead. Maybe it'll also eat a Shivan Fire. Wouldn't that be fun? Alright, they're gonna survey. Okay, so we are going to attack. Play Pegasus Courser. Would have been great with our Knight of Grace. Doesn't do much. It's not as good in this deck as it can be in a deck with, like, you know, more flyers. Fewer flyers, rather. That's a really good draw, because now I can just go Journey Mage. Bounce the Drake. Attack them for 3. And now, if I draw another land, I can just steal their flyer with Bolas's Clutches and do it all over again. That'd be cool. Wow, we did it. Okay, well, can you do a thing about that? Yeah, I was gonna say, I think that about does it. Good old uncommon bombs, you know? They get the job done. Ugh. I mean, I I guess we have turn 5 Zahid in this hand. We're also on the draw, but I think we probably have to mulligan. This is much more acceptable. I don't really want to put any of this back. I mean, Blessed Light is for the late game, but it's kind of crucial also, but... God, maybe it's Danitha, as crazy as that is. Yeah, it probably is. Because we're going to need the Surveyor to get us blue mana. And she's honestly not going to be that much better in this hand than Knight of Grace. So, yeah, I think that's okay. Super aggro. Are we playing standard? Hey, we got our blue mana anyway. That's good. I guess this isn't in standard. Historic? Are we playing historic? Ah, interesting. So, our Knight of Grace will get a little bit of a benefit in this game. Theirs will not. But theirs can still attack into mine perfectly happily, so... yeah, no blocks. Okay. So just gonna be better to play my Drake here than the Surveyor. If I play my Drake, they have to do something with their Disciple to be able to attack. If I play the Surveyor, I mean, it still blocks reasonably well on the ground. Make sure we hit a mana for our Blessed Light. Yeah, I think I can see doing Surveyor here. So we're gonna grab Island, because we don't have 2 islands. And, yeah, we'll end our turn. I probably should have attacked with my Knight, because I'm not going to block theirs. So the fact they have green makes me think maybe they have Shalai, which would be not fun. I can kill it, though, I guess, so it's not the end of the world. Do I just want to trade my Knight for their Knight? Is that what we're looking at here? The only problem with doing that, the thing that bothers me about doing it, is that there's a bunch of removal spells in their deck that probably can't kill my Knight. That said, clearing the board of it would make the other cards I have in my hand considerably better. Let's do it. Let's hope they don't have a trick. I probably should have just attacked with mine, like I said, in which case they'd be at 18 and I wouldn't feel as bad about taking the 2 there, but I think the trade there is acceptable. It is nice how good Skittering Surveyor is against Knight of New Benalia. That's for sure. Okay. Well, they're going wide. Song of Freya. Ooh. Okay. Well, as wide as they are, this could end up being bad if they play like Song of Freyalise, but I think we still slam Zahid here. I mean, how do you not, right? And then next turn we can play Drake and Mesa Unicorn, so... If they have removal for Zahid, we're in a world of hurt, but if they don't, we're in pretty good shape. They are going crazy wide, though, which does make our Zahid a little less impressive. Okay. Well, now it's our turn. Yeah, I think Drake plus Unicorn is better. I'm definitely not attacking right now. We're just getting the shields up, so if they do something like charge or something, that we're not completely devastated, but... Anything that pumps their whole board would be a problem for us, obviously. Killing that Drake is not the end of the world for us. All right. These X1s are pretty ugly against their Saproings, but still, adding 2 creatures to the board here feels pretty good, I think. We're almost at a point, like, if that Drake hadn't died, we'd probably start attacking with Zahid this turn. Maybe we're there anyway. Nah, I think we hold off a little longer. Maybe next turn we'll do it. Well, another flyer makes that harder, even though that one can't block. Yeah. We do have Blessed Light, of course, which would allow us to get rid of one of these flyers, but I think we just keep passing for now. Oh, hello. Well then. Okay. I guess stealing their Sarah Disciple is what we want to do here. Yeah, we'll steal their Disciple here. This will also make our Relic Runner unblockable this turn, so I think we go ahead and rumble with both of these. Yeah. They can't block Zahid because Easter Glider can't block. Oh, they do have Seal Away, though. The good news is I can Blessed Light that at instant speed and get back Zahid at some point, but for this turn, it's going to be kind of a problem. It is a turn of a problem. Yeah, I mean, I take 2, I think. Yeah. Yep. Okay, so pass our turn here, and Blessed Light is our primary plan. Maybe we'll get to take down something. Okay, well, we're still gonna do it. Get back Zahid. He's come back out of the lamp, I guess. I don't know. All right, so Blink of an Eye is good to have around. We don't need to use it right now, but a situation could easily arise where we do. Are you serious? They have a second Seal Away? We can bounce it at some point for some value, but yeah. Because they've managed to deal with Zahid twice, our clutches on their Disciple is probably going to end up not looking great. The good news is we could bounce it back at some point if we really wanted to. All right, so I mean, our Relic Runner's never going to be unblockable. It's just gonna block here. It'd be funny if I draw my other Zahid now. That would be nice right about now. That's not good. Interesting. Okay. Well, I think we put dub on Mesa Unicorn here. Putting it on our flyer doesn't really seem worth it to me. I'm going to attack with the Unicorn. If they block certain ways, I can get a blowout with Blink of an Eye, and if they just take it, we go up to 17 and they go down to 14. So I think we end up in the green, yeah, no matter how you roll that. So obviously they can make tokens here with Memorial. Does that make any real kind of difference? Not really. I guess it would allow me to attack with my Disciple for a turn. I guess bouncing the Knight also makes it harder for them to block with enough damage to kill our Unicorn. I mean, I think we do it. That's a side to the board for one thing. So, yeah. Play the Journey Mage here. Could permanently get rid of a Saproling too, which isn't a terrible plan. Yeah, let's just get rid of a Saproling forever. So obviously they're gonna make tokens here. But I think I should be able to use Blink of an Eye. Okay, or they're just gonna take 4. Alright. So now they get tokens. Are they gonna try to go wide enough here to, like, kill us with going wide, which we were worried they were gonna do earlier? I feel like if that was the plan, I don't know. We do have, like, if they play some crazy bomb, we do have bouncing our own and Bolus's clutches in our back pocket, so. Oh, okay. Or our opponent will do that, and that's probably what we're going to use Blink of an Eye on now. Let's see what they do first. Their plan may just be to have it block, but that doesn't really make much sense, I don't think. Okay, well, because I'm greedy and I want to kick my Blink of an Eye, we're going to wait. Yeah, so we're going to kick Blink of an Eye here. And bounce Knight of New Benalia. Hey! Look at that. Alright, well, we play our other Zahid now. This time we drew him when it was good. Unlike last time. So the reason we played it ahead of time is because of Sarah Disciple, but I don't know. Maybe that wasn't worth it. They can set up a block here, but they have to lose so much to block effectively that I don't really care. They do keep me from gaining life. That does matter. Alright. Double Zahid got us there this time. So weird that I had 2 double Zahid decks today. Not that I'm complaining, obviously, but what are the chances, you know? In only 3 drafts to get 2 double Zahid decks. Well, to be fair, we took him early every time we saw him, I think. Actually, we got him pretty late. The second one pretty late, maybe, in one draft. I don't remember now. They all blur together. I mean, I could have blinked the Bolus's clutches and stolen the 5/3 first striker, I suppose, but I'm not convinced that would have 100% been better, just because of the amount of time it would have taken for me to do. I didn't have the mana to... Oh, I guess if I didn't kick it, I did. Yeah. So, it would be nice to have white mana, but I think this hand was keepable because we had to have the Drakes, namely. We're not going to bounce that. Now we have an artifact to power out Zahid early, potentially. You need a 4th land someday, but... Okay, well... In the meantime, we'll just keep playing out Academy Drakes, I guess. Alright, so we're going to trade with one of them. Go to 16. Nice. Okay. So now we play Juggernaut. I don't think we attack with our Drake. Let's hope they can't kill our Juggernaut. Okay. They can't. They did unfortunately play a Mammoth Spider, but you know. Alright, so we're going to play Zahid Sheep here. Tapping our Juggernaut. Nice. Looks like things are gonna work out okay. So because we have Blink of an Eye, I think we can even attack here. Well, we have to attack with Juggernaut, so maybe we don't also attack with Zahid given that fact. Yeah, probably just attack with Juggernaut to be safe here. And I think we're okay with that double block. Yeah. Then we'll play Cloud Reader Sphinx. I don't know how much I actually want Danitha against this board. I think the Trickster will be more useful. Neither of those are great on this board, but... Okay, another opponent going very wide. We are going to attack with Zahid here, though. And I think we play Knight of Grace. Maybe I just play Academy Drake. Not like that, though. Yeah, I think I play the Academy Drake here. It's not that good, actually. It's going to be better to wait to kick it later. So yeah, we'll play Knight of Grace and leave up Trickster here. Yeah, end our turn. I think I probably just flash in the Trickster to tap down the Spider here. I guess that would have been one reason to play the Drake, huh? Yeah, I think we flash in Trickster to tap the Spider at the end of their turn. They may attack with the Spider anyway, in which case... I don't know. We're just going to do it now. Because it is a reasonable attacker here. If they have tricks and stuff, especially. But we're going to go after the Spider here. Let the Allosaurus attack us if it wants to. It doesn't want to, apparently. Okay, so we're going to attack for 8, 10 here. Yeah? Yes, we are. So, yeah. I guess we play another Academy Drake and leave up Blink of an Eye with the plan to bounce the Spider. At the end of their turn. Okay, yeah, we got there. You know, early in this draft, I thought it looked like our worst deck of the day, but by the end, when we got the double Zahid in that last pack, obviously we got a major upgrade. I mean, how many games has Zahid won for us? How many games have we won when we haven't gotten Zahid or clutches? Both of those, I guess, have been the big plays here. Going on here? Board looks weird. Hasn't like loaded my hand yet. It's a little concerning. Thank you for all the gift subs, Lord Bio. I really appreciate it. Alright, this is a keeper. We don't have any white, but because we have Skittering Surveyor, I think we can get by with it. Yep, the stream today started much later than normal. And in general, I think I'll be streaming 1 day a week in the next few weeks, and it'll be like 11 to 3 my time, just 12 to 4 Eastern time, I guess. Yeah. So let's keep this hand. If we could just draw planes off the top, that'd be great, but you know, it's not that likely to happen. Getting these surveyors, because when we got the first Sahi, did we have 0 artifacts? I think we might have had 0. Okay, so we are going up against a pretty aggressive start, which may not bode super well for this hand. But the good news is it's not that easy to make Lava Runner big in this format quickly. But, okay, good. Drawing of planes there is big because it means we can play something that can trade. So that does matter. You know, or they kill it with Sheevan Fire, you know, and then they attack us for more damage. But now we play Surveyor. So if they get another spell in their graveyard, that Gitu Lava Runner will be able to attack right through our Skittering Surveyor. Yeah, they are all in on the aggro over there, aren't they? I think we just play Relic Runner here. I think we're about to turn the corner after this scary early start for our opponent. Alright, so we're going to block here, and we're going to block here. Yeah, we're happy with that, I think. We play Academy Journey Mage this turn and bounce whatever they play. Yeah. I mean, they're still bringing the thunder, unfortunately, pretty effectively. I was hoping Academy Journey Mage would. Being a 3/2 here is kind of a bummer. We need to draw one of our mini. Well, okay, drawing removal works. I think we probably just leave mana up for removal here and end our turn. I was thinking about dubbing something, but I don't think we need to do that now. Okay, so that's going to make this a 2/2 now. First strike also, you know, matters, of course. Alright, so I think we Blessed Light the Drake. And then do I trade my Journey Mage here? I think I can take 4. I think I can stomach that. Nice. That's a very good blocker here. And we can even leave up Blessed Light, so... yeah. You know what? Get in there. You're not going to be blocking, so... Not in this situation. Okay, so now have we managed to turn the corner? Ooh, so this is a wizard, huh? I can't really afford to take 2 when I'm at 8. Yeah. So we're going to fire off a Blessed Light. That is another good creature to draw here. I think I'm going to... Yeah, let's play Mesa Unicorn. Do I want to play Dub on it now? Or kind of wait. See if I can make them burn another removal spell on something. I I think waiting is better here. Mesa Unicorn with Dub is the kind of thing that can really pull us back into this game, though. The amount of life it'll gain us will be really good. They probably have an Adelies somewhere, and if we don't find our flyers, which we do have a significant number of, but we need to find them. Okay, well that one's going to work, unfortunately. That one does do the job. Oh, good. Okay, so put Blink of an Eye on Mesa Unicorn and hope it works. Attack with the Mesa Unicorn. So we can use Blink of an Eye now to really break up a block if we wanted to. Alright, so that gets us back up to 10, which is really good news. And we have Blink of an Eye with Kicker up. So we can block pretty aggressively here. Is it worth saving my own Mesa Unicorn here? I mean, I'm not going to save the dub, so I'm not sure it is. But bouncing their stuff isn't great right now either. It's probably worth it. I could return the dub. Nah, we return the unicorn. Nice. We gotta draw that Zahid, you know. Wow, so we just drew like back-to-back gas, basically. Okay. I think I'm gonna attack with Academy Journey Mage here. Like, if we can get them to make a trade, I think we're all for it. Alright, so, yeah. We're gonna play Zahid the cheap way here. Play Mesa Unicorn again. So, we're in really good shape now. Got a, great board state with huge Zahid, and then in Bolus's clutches, so almost anything they can play, we can steal, no matter what kind of permanent it is. So, you can even steal lands with clutches, don't forget. I'm kidding, by the way. I mean, you can, but you shouldn't. All right, so this is going to make things a little more interesting, that's for sure. Okay, so I'm going to rumble with Journey Mage again. And then we're going to play Zahid again. Okay, so they are making, like I said, they're making things interesting, at least. I mean, it's not good for us, but trying another land here would be good, because I could play Zahid and Juggernaut. I can also clutch something, but I don't feel like we need to just yet. It's amazing how many times that's happened. Okay. Well, our Journey Mage is going to rumble yet again. That trade happens. So, is it just worth hard casting Zahid? The only reason I say maybe not is because of Syncopate and stuff like that. Yeah, I think we still play Zahid the cheap way here. I think we're basically just leaning on, winning with our creatures, and we're going to clutch as something if they play something incredible that we have to steal. I mean, you know, we'll also use it to get a blocker out of the way if it lets us do lethal and stuff like that, but until then, I don't think we really need to. Oh my god. How many times are they going to do that? All the times? Well, we did draw another land now, which means we can also play Juggernaut, which is good. Yeah, so I think we just play... I don't think we attack this time. I think we just play Zahid. And Juggernaut. They're going to be really mad if they manage to stall long enough to kill this Zahid with something now. If I just play my other Zahid. That would be frustrating. That's for sure. Ooh, my god. I can steal it with clutches is the good news, but the bad news is that that's going to continue to slow us down. But yeah, that is what we're going to do now, is clutches, manipulator. They're going to use it to tap our Zahid, obviously. We're going to attack with Juggernaut. I could attack with all three of these, potentially. I don't think that's the worst plan. It's probably not necessary. We'll just rumble with Juggernaut here. Trying to be a little cautious. I think we can afford to be. Of course, maybe if I just stolen a blocker there, it would have been good enough, huh? Oh, this format is wacky. I should have stolen a land. Should have attacked with that Mesa Unicorn any number of times, huh? I should have thought about Fight with Fire there. Because if I'd gone up to 12, they wouldn't have been able to kill me with it. Kicked fire to fire. Fire with fire. We were in such good position. Definitely should have gone to 12. This will be our last game one way or another. Yeah, that is a keeper. I guess maybe I should have played the island for the flexibility of the Trickster, but I think there was a pretty good chance I was playing Knight of Grace on turn 2 no matter what. Especially after we saw that swamp, you know? Okay, so I think we play Courser here. Trickster does make our Journey Mage cost 1 less. It's like our only wizard, so, you know. Okay. Well, I think we attack back for 3. Play Academy. Yeah, play Academy Drake. This is a race we should win. Maybe. A land here would be quite good. Can I get a land? So we'll take 3. We can get a land. Alright, so yeah, we play Journey Mage, bounce Juggernaut, Tempo City, attack with everybody. And then we have 3, 5, 6, so if they replay Juggernaut, we'll kill it with Blessed Light and attack again. Yeah, that will be the plan. Yeah, so like in that last game, I think if I'd played this format more recently than I had, you know, been more familiar with it after not playing it for like a year plus, I definitely would have attacked with that unicorn at some point, knowing Fight with Fire is like our opponent's only out. Because it pretty much was. Like, we just had complete control of the board. Alright, so we're going to take 3 here. We're going to Blessed Light Juggernaut. And we're going to attack with everybody. I guess I could have maybe held on to Blessed Light there and just attacked, but I don't know. Because then I could have held up the Trickster. So can they do 11 to us here, or somehow not take at least 2 when we attack them? It's kind of what they're looking at. The answer is no. Right, we got to 7 wins. It took one more game than it looked like it was going to, but we'll take it.